Hey, Sneaky Links back tonight, and tonight we have PAW RC1 Photo Artist Workshop, or PAW for short. It's for basically people who do a lot of photography. So let's have a run through it. It looks quite nice. It's in release candidate 1 at the moment, so there are a few little problems, but we'll go through it. PUP TV. I thought that's new. Let's have a quick look. Now I couldn't get it to play an M player, but GXZine was not a problem. And I've got about 4 of the channels to work, so that's a good point. That's a tick before we start. So we'll exit that. You've also got Stream Tuner for listening to tunes while you're doing your work. We'll make sure it works. We'll highlight the one we want. We'll go to Tune In. Click on Tune In. You give it around about 4 or 5 seconds, and GXZine will open in a few seconds, like there. And we've got the French Kiss FM. Lovely jubbly. Super duper. So I've got music, you haven't, so that's good for me. We'll close that down and we'll close Stream Tuner. Now Firefox for some reason has lost its icon. It's not too bad though, I'm sure they'll sort that one out. We've also got on here is Gimpy. So we'll do a single click on GIMP, make sure she opens up okay. Now I'm running this from disk because I couldn't get to do a full install. It wouldn't let me do a full install, but that's not too much of a problem. But it just does run a little bit slower when you're doing it from disk, because it's quite a resource hungry one, this one. They really want you to have 512 of RAM before you even start, which is very unusual for a PUP. But it all works alright once you get it open. So GIMP opens okay, we're closing down, go to the next. Terminal works fine, it's cool, and more ticks even. Editor works fine too, for editing all your bits and bobs. Close them down. We've also got Wine on here for doing stuff from Windows programs. I've not actually used any of them here yet because I haven't had time to play with it enough, but it's there if you want to use it. Then you've got the usual Mount, Setup and Home. Now what we're going to do next is go down to the menu and do what we want to do with this, which is open up all the graphic utilities, which are quite a lot. Now first we have a Blender 3D Suite. Now I've not used this whatsoever in my lifetime, but apparently you can animate 3D objects, make 3D objects and little movies, etc. Now if we go up to Help on the top of the bar here, we'll open it. If you go to Tutorials, it takes you to a web page where there are tutorials on how to use it. Now I've had a look at some of these and they're quite informative, so that's another tick on the top there. You've got stuff there for your hotkeys and all the other bits and bobs. There you go, we'll close them down. First one done. Back to graphics again. Now in our little list here we have Photox as usual, image and video viewer, GIMP I've shown you already, another image viewer, and we've got Fetch. Now Fetch, as you would imagine, is a batch processor for batch processing your pics, or for your JPEGs or your RAWs or whatever. Another good program to have if you're into photography. We'll go down to menu again and back up to graphics, and we'll go down a bit more. So we've also got Wings 3D, Zara Extreme. Zara I couldn't get to work, but I'm sure it'll work in the real life. And we've also got Raw Studio for processing all your raw pics from your digital cameras. More ticks even. But as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, I've lost all my bars and all my CPU viewers, etc. So that's not a tick, is it? That's a cross. But anyway, we'll go back to this bit. You've got all the usual puppy stuff there as well. No document stuff, but we've got Scribus for desktop publishing. That's a good one. A few bits from Calculate. These are all the usual puppy stuff really, isn't it? Password managers, stuff for your network, Firefox for your browser. So anyway, we'll open the Fox up. Now it should be Firefox 3, but when I looked into it, it wasn't. It was Firefox 2. So never mind. We'll probably get that one right next time round, won't we? Now on our little bar here, it's got PAW Discussions, which should take you in theory to the discussion page on PAW RC1 all about it. So anyway, I waited, and I waited a bit more. I waited even more than that, and nothing was going to happen. So I've clicked again, and still no joy. So am I thinking, is there something wrong with Firefox? Or is it just that page? Or something else? So I'll close the Firefox down, like that, and I went to the top link. Pity the picture's gone, never mind. We'll open Firefox up again. I'm going to click on PAW again, see if it'll take us to the page. Now I waited a bit more, and a bit more. I thought I'll try another one. and it is just a link after all that. It takes us straight to the puppy page. In theory, you should be able to get the discussion page for PAW from here in the community section. As you can see, works all fine. Nice. There we go. We've got our RSS feeds here from BBC for all your news, so it does actually work. I've not actually cached it. I wasn't cheating after all that. So we'll close him down. Open the menu up. Last time we're nearly finished. Couple of games, quite a bit of multimedia. Not as much as I would like, but hey, you can't have everything for free, can you? You can just try to have everything for free. Setups as usual. There's a few extras in the top there, and a few extras in system, and the same in desktop. Now on the whole, it's quite nice to use, but remember it is a release candidate, so the next one when it comes out should have ironed out all the problems, and I can get my side bit back with all my bits on. So anyway, try it. Sneaky Linux out for this evening.